your own safety, always remain seated during your safari and avoid getting rough and bumpy. And keep your arms, hands, legs, and feet inside the vehicle. Most importantly, please keep your eyes on your
Hello everyone, welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Before you begin your trip,
This is where it gets me so upset. It was like a soft opening, like the 30th or the 2nd. Today was 7th, right? Yeah, and that's tomorrow. It's crazy.
keep up with the party in front of you and fill in all the available space. It is not necessary to form a single file line. If you are traveling with a stroller, please have children and valuables unloaded before you reach our stroller parking area. If you are traveling with someone in a scooter or wheelchair, please have this person lead your party.
Which means let's go. Jumbo everyone, my name is Kaylee and I'll be your safari guide out there today. While we're out on the reserve, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. Also, if you have any personal items, make sure you're holding on tight to those, as it does get a little bumpy out there and we won't be able to stop and pick anything up. First, we're headed into the little Ituri Forest. The animals here tend to stay camouflaged into the trees and bushes, so we'll have to keep an eye out and see what we can find. On your right-hand side, that's the yellowback diker. Then coming up, you'll see the kopje. Now, although those striped legs look like it make them related to the zebra, they're actually related to the giraffe. We know this because they have a very similar skull structure, and they both have these really long prehensile tongues that they use to grab and pull leaves off of the trees. On our left-hand side here are the greater kudu. We know all of the greater kudu that we have here on the reserve are females because they don't have any horns. Now on your left-hand side, pretty soon you'll be able to see the black rhino, and then up on this hill here are the bongos. We might be able to see one closer up ahead. Black rhinos can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, making them the smallest of the African rhino species. They also have these narrow jaws with the prehensile lips, kind of like the okapi and giraffe's tongue. So they're able to grab and pick things up with their lips. Here's a better look at one of the bongos. Oh, two of them are up there. Bongos are known as the ghost of the forest because they tend to stay hidden behind those bushes and trees.
Wait, we're gonna see one of my favorite animals, a zebra.
Next, we are headed into our Safi River region. This is going to be home to more aquatic animals and birds. This white grayish bird you see on your right hand side is a pink-backed pelican. It gets its name because during mating season it'll actually get this pink spot on its back, kind of like it's blushing. When they open their wings like that, they're 7 to 9 feet wide. That's almost as wide as our canopy. Our canopy is like 9 to 10 feet wide. On our left-hand side here, we'll have to keep an eye out for the Nile hippos. They spend a lot of their time underwater. Some might be under there right now. Hippos can stay underwater for up to 8 minutes at a time before they have to come up for air. And while they can swim, they prefer to sink underwater and run or walk on the bottom.
Oh, there's some birdies. I call them birdies. I call them,
Now we're about to... Oh yeah, there they are. Oh, they're all hanging out back there. And then right on this side are the Nile crocodiles. Sometimes they'll hang out here with their mouths wide open. That's how they cool down, kind of like how our dogs at home pant. They also have super strong jaws, can crush through bone. The females though, they'll be super gentle too. They'll roll their eggs around in their mouth sometimes and it helps them hatch. We know that these are crocodiles and not alligators because they have a narrower snout and you can still see their teeth when their mouth is closed.
Dad, did you see that girl walking across that?
Coming up on your right hand side, you'll see a funny looking tree. It kind of looks like it's upside down. It's called the baobab tree. It's also known as the tree of life. It gets that nickname because it stores water inside its trunk that animals are able to drink out of even in severe drought. It also remains leafless for about 9 months out of the year. Now we're headed down into our Savannah region. This is going to be home to more well-known animals like zebras, giraffes, and elephants.
What if they put their tracks in it? Oh.
Ooh, on our right-hand side, the animal with the big horns are the Ankoli cattle. And although those horns look like they'd be really heavy to carry around, they're actually quite light. They have a honeycomb-like structure inside of them that helps them cool down. Then there are the Hartman's mountain zebra. Zebra normally live at higher altitudes. They have much larger hearts, helps them pump blood better and get more oxygen. And here are the Maasai giraffe. You know, these are Maasai giraffe because of their unique jagged spotting as opposed to that smooth edge spots. On your left-hand side, you see the painted dogs. Kind of hidden back there. They have super unique spotting that they'll use to tell each other apart. Now in the back here on your left-hand side are the sable antelope. You can tell the males and the females apart because the male's coat will actually darken as it gets older and matures more. It can get up to like being a jet black color. And we're gonna get a closer look at some giraffe up here.
Oh, that one's kind of
Yeah, the giraffes get in the road a lot. They cause a lot of giraffic jams. Giraffes will give birth standing up, so that baby has a 6-foot drop into this world. But it's okay, it helps get its heart started. Once the baby is able to stand, it'll stand at 6 feet tall already. Giraffes will also sleep standing up, and they only need to sleep for 30 minutes a day. Oh, and if you look on your right-hand side, back kind of by those trees and bushes over there, those are the wildebeests. Wildebeests have one of the largest migrations out of any other animal. They have something every year called the Great Migration, where about 1.5 million of them will migrate at one time. It's kicked up so much dust that's actually been seen from the International Space Station. Now if you look on your right hand side up on that hill kind of past the rock, there's a little antelope. It's called the springbok. Springbok can jump 6 feet in the air and 13 feet forward. It's called pronking. Yeah, if you see it licking the tree, we actually have netting over the bark on the tree to help protect them because the animals like to eat the bark. Coming up on your right hand side, you'll see the African elephant. See that elephant flapping its ears? That's how it cools down. When an elephant flaps its ears, it can cool down up to 15 degrees. They also have really strong trunks. They have more muscles in just their trunk than we do in our entire body. It's a few thousand more. also know that elephants have great memories. They can find their way back to a water or food source that they haven't been to in years. The elephant we just saw was most likely a male elephant because males tend to be more solitary, living alone, whereas females tend to live in herds. Now we're about to cross over a really old bridge, so we're gonna go poly-poly, very slow. About to be heading through the red clay pits, so we'll have to look if we see any elephant tusk marks in the red clay. Elephants will eat the red clay because it has minerals and vitamins in it, kind of like how we take a multivitamin every day. Saw the tusk marks, and I think I see some more elephants up ahead.
Oh yeah, I see one. Mom. See that
Here's a closer look at them. So these ones are most likely females. Now coming up on your left-hand side, just around the corner, are the greater flamingo. These flamingos get their pink color from the keratin found in the brine shrimp that they eat. It'll actually take a flamingo about 2 years to get their pink color, so when they're babies, they'll be like a lightish gray color. They also have filter beaks, so if you see them dipping their head underwater, they'll collect all the water in their mouth, and then when they come up, the water will fall out and the food will stay in. When I see the white rhinos up ahead, white rhinos are going to be much larger than the black rhinos that we saw earlier. White rhinos can weigh up to 5,500 pounds. White rhinos will also have square jaws as opposed to those narrow jaws. We see the rhinos swiveling their ears around it all. It's because they have super sensitive hearing. It makes up for their bad eyesight. They can only see about 5 to 10 feet in front of them. Yeah, that's our baby rhino right there that just came running. Oh, and here are 2 more on our right hand side. 3. Rhinos' horns are made out of keratin, which is the same thing our hair and nails are made out of. Sometimes they'll rub their horns on like trees or rocks, kind of like how we file our nails.
Mama.
Walking up on our left-hand side, back over the hill, are the cheetahs. Cheetahs can get up to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. They also have these black spots under their eyes that will help reflect the sunlight so they can see better. Kind of like how sports players will put the black lines under their eyes. This rock structure up ahead is called a kopje. Many different animals will use it as a lookout point to get a higher view to watch for predators and prey. It's also a hangout spot for the lions, so we'll have to see if we can find any of those around the corner. Going on your right hand side is an ostrich. Ostriches are the fastest running animal on 2 legs. They can run up to 40 miles per hour. When they're running at those high speeds, they'll open up their wings and it helps them change direction. Oh, I see the lions around the corner.
Sleeping on top of the rock. The fuzzy thing on the rock.
Our male lion is quite the movie star. He is actually the model for the adult Simba in the live-action Lion King. Lions will sleep or rest for 16 to 20 hours a day. And they do most of their hunting at night, and the females will actually go out and do the hunting while the males stay home and watch the cubs.
We saw Simba and Nala. Whoa, there's an ostrich.
Here, a closer look at the ostrich. Now we're about to be going past the Warden's post. The Warden takes care of all of our animals here on the reserve. It's also home to the Nigerian dwarf goats. These Nigerian dwarf goats will stay their small size for their entire lives. So the ones you see here are actually full grown. Makes them really good pets for farmers. They don't take up too much space. If you guys want to get a closer look at Nigerian dwarf goats, you can go do the Rafiki's Planet Watch. And it'll take you out to a place called the Affection section where they sometimes have goats to pet. safari is almost over, but we saw some amazing animals here today. If you guys want to see more animals, I recommend doing the Gorilla Falls walking trail. It's right next door. You can see gorillas. They have a hippo pool where you get an underwater look at the hippos. They have meerkats, a bird section, naked mole rats, snakes. And if you guys are looking for those tigers, there's also a walking trail in Asia. If I had any wilderness explorers on board today, you were riding on the Simba what? Here at Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye, so we say a Swahili phrase, kwaherini, which means to go well. So go well and enjoy the rest of your day at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Go see some more animals for me. And come back and visit us again at safaris later. No safari is ever the same. Please watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs as the doors on your right will be sliding open. Kwaherini, everyone. Have a great day.